Hi, this is Sarah from NovaFit Coaching, and tonight I'm just going to give you a little blurb on how to get a better night's sleep. So what we've been doing is this series is all about having a better night's sleep. Things that disrupt your sleep, what you can do to have a better night's sleep, and what you can do maybe just to embrace it. And can you really go from a night owl to an early bird and vice versa? So tonight's part is about some strategies you can do to have a better night's sleep. Now, I know if you go on Google right now, the first thing it's going to say is stick to a schedule. I don't know about you, but I figure if you're listening to this, it's because you don't have a sleep schedule. And I don't know, with 4 kids running around here, different activities, different school schedules, different work schedules, there's no such thing as a sleep schedule around here. While we do try to stick to one during the week, there's some days it just doesn't happen. And today's a perfect example. It was another snow day. I found out early this morning school was going to be canceled. I snuck in everyone's rooms, turned off all their alarm clocks so they could just get a good rest, not be woken up too early, and wake up on their own terms, which made for a much more pleasant day than having to get up too early and scrambling around feeling overtired, regardless of things we do in the evening to have a better night's sleep. So what are some other things you can do? So schedule. Yeah, I've kind of embraced that. For right now, we're not going to have a schedule. So what else can we do if schedules aren't possible? And if you have one, hats off to you. And hopefully maybe you can share some tips with us on how to stick to a sleep schedule. One is eating close to bedtime. I know a lot of people are finding that not only does it actually make you feel better and maybe even lose weight if you stop eating too close to bedtime, but then your body is working on sleeping and not digesting food. It goes the same with alcohol and things like that. So the more you do that closer to bedtime, the more disruptive sleep you can have. So that's another thing to experiment with. Now, some people also don't want to go to bed hungry, and they find they need a bedtime snack, especially my youngest. He insists on having a bedtime snack right before he hits the hay. So maybe that is what he needs to have a good, restful sleep. So that's another thing to experiment with. The other thing is to get some sunlight. As I'm looking out the window here and it's snow and it was kind of a gray day, I know for here we are really limited on the East Coast of how much natural sunlight we can get. So I've actually invested in an alarm clock that simulates natural sunlight, and that seems to be actually helping quite a bit to get me up in the morning. So the other thing is to get sunlight during the day. That will help reset your schedule. Now, what you don't want to undo that at night by being on phones, tablets, and TV late at night. Because what those do, you'll see, if you're driving down the street late at night and you see the blue flicker, someone's living room window, that's the blue wavelength of light coming in or off the screens. And that blue light actually disrupts melatonin. Now, melatonin is the hormone that helps you go to sleep, your sleep-inducing hormone. So that blue light throws that schedule off. You don't produce much melatonin during the day, but it starts to release gradually during the evening. And then it starts to peak in the evening. And then if you go and look at a screen, it resets that cycle. So you're actually doing more harm than good. So now some phones now have the night shift option where it actually blocks that blue light. So it's not as harmful, but definitely that's the reason why they say get off your screens at night. I know it is a hard habit to break. I am a huge offender. So the other thing is exercise. Now you think exercise is actually, you don't have enough energy to exercise. If you're already tired, you're already sleep deprived, how on earth are you going to have energy to exercise? And exercise is one of those tricky, sneaky things. The more you exercise, the more energy you actually have, and it actually helps promote a good night's sleep. So there we have it. Enough for today. Schedule if you can. Watch what you eat or don't eat before bedtime. Sunlight, and watch those screens in the evening. So I hope you found that interesting, and we'll see you tomorrow for more information about sleep. Bye. Have a good night's sleep.